a truck owned by a church supplies firm was today driven through the gates of the Russian embassy in Dublin. Video footage showed the large supplies truck, which belonged to Desmond Wisley Ecclesiastical Supplies, reversing through the gates. People with placards were seen standing next to the gates and filming as the truck crashed into the gates of the Russian embassy. A man was arrested following the incident, which took place at around 1:30 p.m. on Monday, and has been detained at Rathfarn Garda station, according to Gardaí. The force said it is investigating the incident of criminal damage and added that investigations are ongoing. The scene was cordoned off and roads near the embassy remain closed. No injuries were reported after the incident in South Dublin. A Gardaí spokesperson added, Gardaí are investigating an incident of criminal damage that occurred at a property on Norwell Road this afternoon, Monday 7th of March 2022 at approximately 1:30 p.m. One male was arrested and taken to Rathfarn Garda station where he is currently detained under Section 4 of the Criminal Justice Act, 1984. Investigations are ongoing. In a statement, a spokeswoman for the Russian embassy accused Irish police of standing idle as the incident took place. She added, a large truck came over to the gates of the embassy, pulled back and torn down the gates of the embassy. The incident took place in the presence of Garda officers, who stood idle. The embassy strongly condemns this criminal act of insanity directed against peaceful diplomatic mission. The embassy views this incident as a clear and blatant violation of the Article 22 of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations of 1961. The embassy is in contact with the Department of Foreign Affairs of Ireland, demanding that the Irish authorities take comprehensive measures to ensure the safety of its staff and their family members. Incident is cause of extreme concern. We believe that no people of sound mind could support such senseless and barbaric actions. A spokesperson for Desmond Wisley Ecclesiastical Supplies confirmed to PA news agency that they were aware of the crash involving their lorry, but offered no further comment. Mail Online has contacted Desmond Wisley Ecclesiastical Supplies for further comment. Dublin's Russian embassy has been hit by a string of anti-war protests in support of the Ukraine since Vladimir Putin's invasion of the country 11 days ago. Protests have also taken place outside Russian embassies in other cities including London, Berlin, Paris, Copenhagen, and Tokyo. On Saturday, a priest threw red paint over the Russian embassy in Dublin and urged people in Ireland to continue to protest against the war in Ukraine. Father Fergal McDonough, from Dolphins Barn Parish in southwest Dublin, threw the paint over the gates of the Russian embassy on Friday in protest at the invasion. Organizers thanked him for the act on Saturday and invited him to address the rally. Yesterday morning when I woke up I heard on the radio that a maternity hospital had been bombed in Ukraine during the night," he said. "It's appalling and horrific, and it's the work on evil. What is happening in Ukraine, it's a war crime, and Putin will face justice in this world or in the next." He added, "I've been frightened and worried and anxious all week, all the last 10 days. We must protest. The people of Ukraine must know that they are not alone." On Sunday, crowds again gathered outside the Russian embassy in Dublin to denounce the invasion and call for the expulsion of Russia's ambassador to Ireland, Yuri Filatov. Meanwhile, a government minister confirmed that the number of Ukrainian refugees arriving in Ireland could exceed 80,000. James Brown, Minister of State in the Department of Justice, said the exodus of people from Ukraine was on a scale not witnessed in Europe since the end of the Second World War. "The last time we've seen a kind of movement like this, to this degree in Europe, was at the end of World War II when we saw a huge movement of German people who became refugees at the end of that war," Mr. Brown told RTE's The Week in Politics program. "We haven't seen anything like this since then. Now we have learned a lot over recent years in terms of dealing with the pandemic, that we do know we have that capacity and that generosity and capability within a country to mobilize when we need to in the face of a very, very serious situation. But we are now potentially looking at 80,000 plus, there is not going to be any cap on those numbers coming into this country." His comments came as the UN announced that more than 1.5 million people have now fled Ukraine since the Russian invasion. The updated estimate on the number of refugees expected in Ireland comes amid government efforts to bolster domestic grain production in response to the anticipated significant disruption of supply lines from Ukraine and Russia. Around 1,400 have entered Ireland thus far, though many of those are staying with relatives who already lived in the country.